Hi guys, I'm Maria from the HIP event and you're watching Behind the Big Event. And I'm here today with Mandy Liento from Sorella Bridal.
Hello.
Hello and welcome.
Thank you.
So tell us, what is Sorella?
Sorella is bridal hair and makeup. We work on location. We are a bridal hair and expert team.
Yeah? Okay, so how long have you been doing this?
I've been in the business for 17 years. I've been doing hair for over 20, but I've had my bridal business for 17 now.
You have.
Yes.
I've known you for a really long time. We've known each other, since high school?
Yes.
Like, that's crazy.
You've known me the whole time I've had my business.
The whole time
Correct.
you've had your business. And so tell me a little bit about your process and how can brides find you?
So initially they will find a website contact form right on my website, which will ask for detailed information in regards to their day. That will be submitted straight to me. I will look it over and I will end up moving forward with pricing, availability. We'll touch base that way and I'll see how they want to proceed. If they want to schedule a trial or move forward with a contract and a deposit, we can do it either way.
So what's do you have a minimum?
I do. I have a minimum of 5 girls.
Okay.
4 including the bride, so 5 in
So that's
total.
the minimum if they want to book
Yes.
you. And then are you able to do larger groups than that?
We do larger parties.
Okay.
So the minimum is 5, but it could be as many as you'd like. If it is a large party, then I have associates that I will bring with me, and we can get that show on the road.
Nice. So tell us, how can the brides find you? Where can we find you?
So my website is LaSorellaBridal.com,
Okay.
and I also have a handle on Instagram, which is njbridalhair_LaSorellaBridal.
So with 17 years in the business, you must see a lot of things.
I do.
You do. And
All good, of
all
course.
good, of course. Yes, absolutely. But tell me, where are you finding a lot of your business comes from?
At this point, a lot of referrals. I do sisters and cousins and friends, and I have girls come in that they see their college roommate on my website. So it's a lot of referral at this point. But I also do get a lot from Instagram, and my website has been up and running for so long.
How do you feel about Instagram and the business? Because it's probably, that wasn't the way it started, right? 17 years ago?
I love the setup. I love the look of it. I think that in my business, they want to see photos more than reading. So if you go to my website, there's going to be more information on what I do, about myself, things of that nature. But on Instagram, it's all the work. It's right there in front of you, and you can see, I think, right away as soon as you log onto the page if you're interested in that or not, because either you're attracted to it or not.
So do you find when you're working with brides that, where are you in the hierarchy of vendors that they're gonna book?
They usually book hair a little bit later than other things. So first I would think venue, photographer, florist maybe. So we're on a little bit of a back end, but I would say you really should start looking into hair and makeup within a year. Definitely a year to 6 months, and 6 months is really cutting it short.
Yeah,
really cutting it short. So if they're getting married in December, January, and February, which is a great time to get married, by the way, it's not the most sought out time of the year. However, you should give all of your vendors enough time, make sure that you're happy, and move on from there.
And I think also, you want to make sure if you want this vendor and they want to work with you,
you have to book them right away.
You want to book them right away.
You have to grab onto them.
I know
course.
something.
They're going to be gone.
I always go through a checklist. So we have a checklist that we work with, anybody that we're working with,
it gives you the time frame.
Up to 2 years out. So one of the things we kind of give them that checklist of the big vendors that they should check off, right?
Yes.
And of course, hair and makeup is on that. But I think
hair and makeup is extremely important. It's
100%.
just as important as going to find a dress, right?
Yeah.
It is part of your overall look.
And I'm assuming.
So why put that on the bottom of your list, right?
Absolutely.
When your dress, most likely you have to order that a year in advance, correct?
Sure. Absolutely.
So the more time you have and the more time you have settled on vendors, I think that the better off you're going to be.
Absolutely. So I'm sure you see, we talked about you seeing a lot of things. What are some of your most favorite memories or experiences, like working at a specific venue?
Venue, I really love now that the venues have all been open to having the girls get ready there more.
Yes.
They have their bridal suites, which has been great because they're set up like salons.
Yes.
And we have the room that we need to work. We're not in a hotel room. We're not trying to, get around the bride and tripping on our wires and
Right.
stuff. So I think that every hair and makeup specialist in this business, it can be very happy when we go to a venue and there's a beautiful bridal suite waiting for us
Yes.
to arrive. What was the question?
So what,
I got off the
that was it. I mean, you basically answered it. What was
Okay.
your favorite? What's something that you
so
really
that
love
I-
about
yeah,
the
so
business?
that
Yeah.
part of it I do love, that it's comfortable. It's a comfortable place to work. But honestly, every wedding that I do, I enjoy to see. I see from beginning to end, and I get to know the client all throughout the process. And then to see her that day and everything's come together and how happy she is and how beautiful she looks, that's what makes my favorite thing to do.
Nice. So tell us, what makes you stand out from others? Because there's so many hair and makeup people out there.
True. I think that the first top 3 things would be talent, a lot of experience, and great customer service.
Okay.
All 3 extremely important.
That's important. I know this for my business as well on the planning side. The customer service piece, I think the response rate, right?
It's terrible. It could be terrible. I've heard of it being terrible.
Right.
No response. Brides reaching out to hair, makeup, any vendor, and them just not responding or responding after a week or 2. Where is that leaving your client?
Yeah, exactly. And
So within 24 hours.
Within 24 hours.
Absolutely.
So clients can expect 24-hour response.
They can.
Fantastic. So I have a question.
Yes.
Because I'm the planner, right?
Right.
So one of the things that we pride ourselves on as planners is making sure that everybody sticks to a schedule. So what are you doing to make sure that you stay on schedule?
So I always know, and obviously things can change throughout the planning process, but as soon as I meet the client for the first time and we are doing a trial or we're connecting, whether it's on the phone or not, I'm always talking about your timeline. What time do we start the wedding? And let's back it up.
Back into it.
Yes.
Yes.
That's how we do our timeline.
Preach, girl.
Right?
Yes.
And then, of course, depending on the size of party, how many stylists are going to be there, I can break it up and decide that way of what the start time is, but we're always working backwards.
Yes. And I think it's so important when we talk about the number of stylists based on the number of people in the bridal party. I know everybody wants to, save money and, but having the extra help is just going to help this flow of the day so much better.
It is. I think
If it's
only a
recommended
couple
by
of
you.
dollars for a couple of dollars more. It's not so much
Sure.
more expensive. I think that it would be in everybody's best interest to have as many stylists as you need.
Yes,
right.
because timeline is everything.
It's everything. It's everything, and within 15 minutes, everything can fall, behind.
Sure.
So everybody needs to be there, ready to go. No appointment slots where they're coming in for hair and makeup, but they need to all be there, and we will manage.
So tell me, what are some trends that you're seeing right now?
I think the Hollywood waves has been a trend for the last couple of
Very
years.
true.
They're beautiful,
Okay.
but you see them all over now, and more stylists can handle. It's a style that not everybody knows what to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that some of the brides who are attracted to that really have to do some research in finding the right stylist for that type of look. Personally, I love every style, but I really do love to do updos because I think that shows my creative side.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
And are you seeing anything? Do girls base their hairstyle on their dress?
They do. So when
Okay.
they come for the trial, I like to see what they have in mind. Maybe they have their dress already. Usually they do. So we're taking a look at that. And then even their venue or what kind of flowers, just so I can get an idea of what type of look they're going for. And then also, I need inspiration pictures for hair and makeup, and we can go, and many different, not just one. I don't like to just follow a picture that I see. I'm trying to create the hairstyle for that individual. So taking everything into consideration
Great.
is really what you need.
Yeah.
It's not just about just the hair. It's about the whole day and everything that
I love that.
you foresee, you know.
What are some of the favorite products you'll use in their hair to make it last throughout the day?
My recommendation has always been to come with clean hair. And I get a lot of questions about that because many, many years ago, depending on the style, styles have changed. Styles now are more like flowy, natural looking, where they used to be stacked up as high as possible, right? So on dirty hair, that older type look, dirty hair would work best. On the looks that we're going for today, fingered through, you see texture in it, that needs to be done on clean hair. And then we have the products to change the hair, the texture of the hair. We can make it dirtier if we need to. So instead of them taking that into control and coming with their hair very dirty,
Sure.
then
You need to
we'd
control the
rather
dirt.
start on clean and we will create what we need to create. We have so many products available to us now that we can do that. So clean, dry, straight hair or naturally curly hair, and then I would just follow natural curl.
You'll work on it
and I
from
work
there.
on it from there.
Got
Yes.
it. So I think one of the most popular accessories for a girl for her wedding are extensions.
Of course,
So talk
but
to
not
me about
everybody's supposed to
them.
know that. We're
I
not
know,
supposed
but
to
that's like
know.
our secret. But
It
is
is the
that like
secret.
hidden little accessory?
It is the secret, and the secret is that it's about in 90% of the brides that you see, they have hair extensions in.
Okay. Clip-ins.
Clip-ins.
What-
I
what?
sell clip-ins. It's very important that they're 100% human hair. They come in different lengths, and you can get them through me. You can get them elsewhere. It doesn't matter. But most of the time, they are needed, and they do help to keep the style in hold for all day. So
Okay. So definitely get your extensions, girls.
yes, come prepared or buy them through me.
Nice. So let's go back to where everyone can find you.
Okay, so my website is at LaSorellabridal.com, or you can go to Instagram. My handle is njbridalhair _ La Sorella Bridal.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
We're so
Thank
happy
you
to
for
have
having
you.
me.
And if you'd like to become a guest on Behind the Big Event, just click on the link below.